game. I'm only casting the first of this series, so if you're watching this later on YouTube, my apologies, you will not get to see game 2 here. This is because my prior match, one of the teams forfeited after the first game, but this is big. Stray is in 4th position right now with 12 points. ACERO is in 6th position right now with 11 points. 3rd place in group has 13 points, so this game is big for both these teams having a chance to make it to the make it past this round. Simply put, you win, you guarantee yourself at least a point. So for ACERO, we got Daring, Gearing, Kleber, Daring, Stalingrad, Henri, Des Moines, Montana, and Vincent. For the side of Stray, you got Kleber, Yu Yang, Gearing, Des Moines, Napoli, Goliath, Kremlin, and Ohio. And we are away and going, ladies and gentlemen, so let's see where these teams are going to go. We'll see where these teams are going to go and evaluate from there. Because this is going to be a big one. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, as we look here, Yu Yang going straight to A for the side of Stray, Goliath, Des Moines going down the edge, Ohio staying in the middle, and then a 5-man push to C. Fast Boat Kleber going into A for the side of ACERO, Daring going to B and C, and then a hard push to C. So what this comes down to is how long does A hold for the side of ACERO, because Stray has the forces there to win that flank. And then with that, the 5 versus 6 ships that are at C, there's 11 ships that are going to all be over at that cap, most likely, it looks like. How are they going to work it out? We're keeping an eye on that Montana up here, because this Montana looks like he might be cutting in. If he is, that's an interesting strategy. We'll see. Looks like he may just be trying to get the shots on the Ohio. So we'll watch in. Shots are out onto the Ohio. Ohio turning out. He has the HE loaded. This could be really bad. Oh, shots are just short, so he only gets 7k. The HE spam out onto the Montana in return. Gets only 4k. And no fire. So we're going to keep an eye out, because there's going to be some big fights. There's going to be some big fights here. Now, as we watch in on this, B taken for the side of ACERO, so they have an early advantage there because nobody else is B. Where do they move the Daring from here? Is the question. Where do you move the Daring from here? Because is the longer the Daring stays there, and I mean right now he's admittedly getting some shots out onto the Ohio, but do you keep him there for long term, or do you start to move him to try to challenge another one? A is taken by Stray, so that'll keep the points lead at just over 30, and now we're starting to see these fights break out. St. Vincent of Gargolantra spotted. And shots out at him, but nothing that's really doing much damage. Kleber out here on the flank. Kleber spotted by the Daring and the Gearing. And Daring going to be able to open up. Kleber opens up as well. Now comes the question of, does the Gearing decide to try to open up and put shots out as well? Daring doesn't have the angle anymore. St. Vincent puts the shells down. Gets a little bit. Gets about 3k total off him, but the St. Vincent's taking a lot more damage right now. Gearing's got to be very careful. If that Gearing pushes in onto the cap, he touches that cap, he dies. Or if the Daring spots him, actually. Daring will spot him with the Hydro pretty soon. And as soon as that daring spot with the Hydro, there's a Des Moines that's just waiting to kill him. Daring doesn't spot him with the radar, or the Hydro. Just barely misses it. Very aggressive Napoli. Gearing spotted now. Des Moines expect to see the open up right there. Yep, there's the shots. Daring tries to throw out some shots as well. Daring gets hit for 5k right there. 6k now, almost 7k gone off the Daring. They get 2k back on the Gearing. Remember, Daring does get to heal. Ooh, another chunk though. Daring is getting way worse end of this deal right now. Daring's getting way worse. Kremlin gets smacked by the St. Vincent there, down to 82,000. Caps still both being held. And you're seeing this transition away from A by the side of Stray. They're starting to move their ships over. Des Moines now being spotted. The conga line set of Torps misses him, but the Daring opens up on him. Daring still at 17k. Watch for the shots coming out here from the St. Vincent. Shots from the St. Vincent, one hits, 41,000 and healing, so the Des Moines will be able to heal up most of that. Napoli down to 31k is pretty good. Kremlin will just dodge those Torps. And now the Kleber moving forward. Kleber spotted. Will the Des Moines have the angle to hit him? No, he will not. And the Daring needs to use that smoke ASAP as soon as that fires, or that, as soon as the radar's down or he's gone. Gearing moving forward. They want to get that Daring. That Daring's down to 7,400. He pops the smoke. He will get dark there. Kleber now being focused from mid, but not really getting a lot. Backup account 182 is getting really good work here. Stay alive. Kremlin of Concrete Potato. Moving forward. Daring doesn't have... I don't know if Daring has Torps or not, but we'll keep an eye out, see if those work. Meanwhile, so the Daring and Kleber of ACERO have gone way down. St. Vincent's at a decent health. Nothing super, super low for the side of Stray right now. That Torp looks good. Right in there. Big chunk down to 64k on the Kremlin. Kremlin does use the DCP. Now the danger here is if those Gearing Torps or these Daring Torps hit, that Kremlin is gone. Oh, and the Daring conga line doesn't hit right. So Daring will not finish off the Kremlin. Kremlin is flooding, and so he's now problematic. Shots out on the Napoli. Napoli down to 25k, 26k. Still, both teams now over 500 points. As we move forward, only 40 points separating them. Kremlin in a world of hurt. As the St. Vincent and the Daring look to work on him. Down to 36k, but St. Vincent asking for a big chunk here. Only about 3k. And look at these St. Vincent Torps. Boom! This one hits. That man's dead. Looks like he's just gonna dodge this one. Yep. But, once again, in a problem spot. Using the heal, doesn't have the DCP. There's the perma fire. 8 seconds left on it. Shots from the Stalingrad from downtown. Down to 11k. Kremlin now on death watch. Kremlin now on death watch, ladies and gentlemen. 8,000 health and dropping. 7,000 health and dropping. Will he get out of this alive? He's got 8 seconds until the DCP, but the shots from the St. Vincent are in. They want him gone, and he's going to turn right into that Torp, ladies and gentlemen. He gets the DCP, but it doesn't matter. Oh, he dodges the Torp. Did not think he had the line, but the St. Vincent will still get him, and we have first blood finally just after 9 minutes into the game. Wow. Late first blood. But wow. And now, the St. Vincent of ACERO, Gargo pushing forward, taking a bit of damage, does have his second to last heal going. Decent chunk off that Kleber from range. Hitting Kleber at range is no easy feat. And now ACERO's trying to look at Stray's Ohio Muggy Cat. If they get both battleships off the field, that feels really rough. And ACERO taking all the caps right now. But watch out. Henri better watch out, because Henri is going to get absolutely destroyed by the Yu Yang. He takes 5 torps into Yu Yang, gets Henri. That brings the lead back to just over 60, 70 points. And the caps are split again, 1-1. Ohio of Muggy Cat fighting the Daring. Montana of Thyronok about to go out, and this game is becoming a brawl. Muggy Cat has used the DCP, 14 seconds of the heal. Montana's gonna go down right here. He doesn't get the heal off in time with all the HE spam coming in on him. Or does he? Gets it off, but doesn't matter. He goes down. 1 ship lead, but not a points lead for the side. And there goes the Ohio to the Daring Torps, ladies and gentlemen. And that lead is back up to 100 points and climbing for the side of ACERO. They're tied on ships, but they're winning the fight at sea. Now, Daring dropping those torps again. Still a lot of ships over here at sea. Goliath gonna push into B and challenge there. The issue for the... Oh! He can't get into the cap far enough at that angle. It's gonna give them more time to build that lead, and the Daring time to get torps ready. The Des Moines of Zerg goes down on the fight that was going on, ladies and gentlemen, and that kill will give ACERO even more of a lead. 816 points, Cap B now being taken by the Goliath, and it looks like the Des Moines of Pinot Man is close to going down. Getting shells out, getting some damage onto the gearing, Kleber firing from range. And this is still anybody's game, but I do like the position ACERO's in more because they still have a battleship left. Goliath of Kadir gets reset just in time by the Kleber, and the Kleber is going to spam the shells downstream. There are heals left for the Goliath. He can bring it back up to about 50k and change. Does DCP the fire. And now the Daring spotted and the Yu Yang spotted. And watch out, the Des Moines there. And the Napoli gets the Des Moines of ACERO. ACERO is now down 3 ships just like Stray. And this is still anybody's game. This fight on the Yu Yang could be big. Daring is spotted for now. He's going to hide in the smoke, try to go dark that way. But the Goliath has the Hydro for a little bit longer. Goliath spotted. Shots coming out from downtown from the St. Vincent. Will they get the resets? Doesn't quite get the reset, but the Daring obviously in the cap is able to prevent it. And now that Goliath becomes the focus. He's using the heal. Heal will tick him up to about 40k. But he is the primary target right now. He does have a DCP about to come up, so he gets up to actually about 44k. Actually, 44k on the dot. But still anybody's. Torps come in. Looks like they're just going to miss. The Goliath doesn't quite take them. 850 points. Make that 790 points as the St. Vincent goes down. Man, Stray has been fighting this back. Goliath moves forward. He will take a torp there on the nose, down to 32-9, forced to DCP. And now as he pushes out, he's going to be in a prime spot to get focused down. Daring spotted briefly. Remember, a fire becomes a perma-tick. They've got 13 seconds to the heal, and they've got a fair amount of ships that want to kill that Goliath. The problem is the HP pools. The Stalingrad doesn't have a heal. He's on fire. The Kleber goes down. Stray making a mammoth comeback. 16k left on the Goliath. Goliath is using the heal, but he's on a fire. That's going to slightly negate the heal. Stalingrad goes down, and now look, out of nowhere, Stray comes back. Big chunk in onto the Goliath at the last second. Goliath has 3 seconds left on the heal. The Daring is trying his best to get him out, but the Daring's about to get run into by a Des Moines that he can't see. And ladies and gentlemen, a Stray has just come out of nowhere to give it to ACERO. Daring of Vaughn Joseph goes down. The Goliath of Kadir manages to survive with 2,000 health, and they get the gearing, and Stray snatching victory from what looked like the jaws of defeat. They are 43 seconds away from winning this game and taking the 1-0 lead and guaranteeing themselves at least a point. What a comeback. And B taking, that's 10 seconds, and ladies and gentlemen, with that, in a stunning turn, Stray will go up 1-0. They will take the first game. Wow.